I'm Harry.
Now, what was this weird thing? I'm Richard.
Hey, don't judge me. This is a judge-free zone.
This is like a big argument. That's
Dead decks.
Mm-hmm.
Dead decks.
Yeah, buddy. All right, buddy. Yeah.
Certain videos for all YouTube ubers.
Tube ubers. Damn tube ubers.
Yep. And this will be our second haul video. We haven't had a haul video in a very long time, since the beginning of our channel. And I stretched it all the way back to May of 2021 when we started, I believe.
Yep.
It's one of our very first videos, second, third, something like that we put up.
We had, we had started videos before we landed that purchase, right? Or did we buy that before we even actually?
We bought it before we started doing anything.
So we had decided we were going to do the channel.
Yeah, we in fact cracked a few packs, very few CCG related. But we cracked packs before we even started.
That's right. We did, yeah.
Recorded videos, yeah.
We found that immediately when we had settled on the idea of doing a channel.
I mean, I think it's one of the reasons we ended up buying it for that reason. And we got a lot of great shit in that, and we got a lot of great shit in this one. It's just kind
comparable.
It's just kind of one of those things that just kind of falls in your lap, and you're like, fuck it.
Yeah, I don't think we mind saying a little bit of how we came about this. But we bought I made a purchase on eBay. Looked at where the seller was. It was close enough to us for us to check it out. We walked in there and it's like, oh, fucking promised land. Whole bunch of cheap ass shit in our wheelhouse. So.
Yeah, I made after we figured, because I sent Richard a link to a box of the Crow that we'd never seen a sealed product of this besides some loose boosters. And at the time, oddly enough, there were 3 booster boxes for sale by 3 different sellers. We kind of wondered what the fuck happened. A distributor somewhere drop off a bunch of shit and people have all this and they're selling it now. So the one he ended up buying was 125 shipped, I think, roughly. 130, 140, whatever, it doesn't matter. Cheap just fucking cheap.
For that, yeah.
For that. And I noticed that they were in far western Abu Dhabi, but, still Abu Dhabi, so it wasn't that far away.
Yeah.
So the next day, I actually sent them a message asking if they had any more, and they're like, man, we got 5 or 6. I was like, okay. Looked at their page for sale, and they had some other stuff on the dead card. I was like, well, I'm just going to drive down there. It was about an hour and a half from me or so. So the next day I drove down there and I walked up to the counter. It's like, I saw y'all had some used or some old dead card games for sale, sealed stuff. And I was like, oh, you want to come over to this cage? And he's like, everything in this cage is 40% off. And he shows me over, and his cage is, I don't know.
It's big.
Yeah, 500 square feet, 600 square feet. I mean, it's a good size cage. And the whole left-hand side was all dead card games. Mostly. I mean, there's some trading card games. Or trading cards. God damn it. It's late in Abu Dhabi, I'm telling you. But, there was a significant amount of dead card games in that for 40% off. And so I bought a ton of shit that day, which we'll show here in a second. And then, so I told Richard about what I actually called him and sent Richard pictures and... he got excited and he wanted to go. So I went Thursday. By Sunday, both of us met there in Western Abu Dhabi on Sunday. And we cleaned out what they had left worth getting after that.
Yeah.
I did a pretty big clean out Thursday. And we maximized it on Sunday.
They got hit hard.
Yeah. Between the two of us, we spent, $300 in a 2-day span? Well, a 2-trip span.
Yeah. I don't know how many stores have a thing like this. I don't know that it's anybody else, but man, you talk about our paradise. That was that was wild. And apparently it stays at that discounted price. That is the discount
That's
cage.
a discount racket. It stays at 40% off. And I asked them on our checkout last day if they had more in the back, and they did say that they did. They didn't confirm what they had or how much they had or if it ever was going to show up outside because they've been putting stuff on eBay. So I don't know if they'll ever be worth going back to again. We'll probably hit it up in 3 months or so. See if there's anything new there.
Yeah.
I don't expect there to be anything.
2-3 months seems reasonable. We'll just see.
We'll look.
Some of the things, we don't have to really talk about shit. We can
we're going to show it.
We'll say
we're going to show it. We'll talk about it as we're showing it too. So.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and get in and show them people what the hell we got?
Yeah, let's show it off.
All right, so we'll show you what we got, and we'll just kind of talk about what all's here. So, Now here's a big overshot of all the boxes we had. I'm going to zoom in here, and there's some couple Munchkin boxes. Just because they were cheap, they're not worth a ton of money. Not
Fast
really,
and Furious.
yeah, they're not really worth a whole lot of anything. There's a starter box of Tempest of the Gods. And all these prices you see, if you see a sticker price, it was 40% off, if you can read it. There's another Munchkin box. There's some C-23 by Jim Lee. That's part of the Arc system for Wizards of the Coast. That stuff's not super rare, but it's, it's not the easiest stuff to come by.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's cool, and especially for the prices I paid for it. So it says 80, or I can't read the price there.
Wasn't that?
No.
What is it, 6 boxes of Xena there? Or
Seven, I think, of Xena Battlecry, and then there's one box of Xena base at the bottom there. There's an X-Men box of boosters.
That's a Doom Trooper Acquisition there.
Doom Trooper Inquisition. Here's all the Crow that I wiped out.
So pretty.
I bought all the ones that had left on the shelf. And yeah, it's a
6
slow pan for that.
beautiful
Because it
boxes.
should be. And those were listed at $99 a box. So 40% off that. $60 a box for all those. Some Super Deck. It's a whole brick of Super Deck at 40% off. So $20 for that. 3 boxes of Guardians. 2 revised. One's unlimited. I'm sorry. One's limited.
Yep.
4 boxes of Stars of the Guardian. Booster packs. I got some Shadow Fist. These are, I think, just straight base set. An X-Men starter. And a couple of Tempest of the Gods.
Those are boosters. Aren't
Booster
they?
boxes. A Dark Age booster box. And a SimCity Washington, D.C. expansion pack. Now here is just all the loose booster packs we picked up. There's tons and tons and tons of booster packs.
Yeah.
This first section is mainly all Doomtown. A few packs of Sim City, some C-23, there's some Supernova. There's Netrunner Protenius over in the left-hand
These
side.
are rare pack.
Very rare.
Yeah.
Age of Empires, those are really rare. A Magica, you know we love a Magica.
Pretty.
Guardians.
Wyvern, Xena,
Seven-
Power Cards, bunch of 7C. It's just fast.
I went way too fast on this, didn't I? Killer
Yeah.
Instinct, more 7C. There was a lot of 7C stuff, which we've been looking for anyway.
Excited about that one.
Warlords. There's some more Galactic Empires. Doom Trooper and Shadow Fist loose packs, which most of the stuff you're going to see opened at some point. The Bloodwars. I mean, all these are expansions, and they're all relatively rare.
Yeah, they are. Valuable.
And this is the second haul from Sunday. This
Round
is
2, fight.
This is more stuff that I picked up. So I bought all the power cards that they had. There was 6 boxes, booster boxes of power cards. I got 2 boxes of Middle Earth. One of them is Wizards, and one of them is Dragons. The Wizards is unlimited. The Dragons is limited edition. I got 2 of those.
These are pretty too.
They are pretty, and they're relatively hard to find, especially the Wizards. Banemaster. This is a booster pack box. You can't find that shit. Good luck. Same thing here. Age of Empires 2. Fucking rare. A handful of packs of that shit sold for $250.
Yeah,
that's probably worth $1,000.
That's a beautiful one.
Just some loose random shit. C-23, Warzone, James Bond, Age of Empires, and a couple of decks of X-Files. Handful of Tempest of Gods I missed the first time around. We found they'll honor the lowest sticker price, so I bought a whole bunch of Middle Earth stuff. I got them at $2.95 a pack, 40% off that. So fuck of a deal. Those will get opened. A few more Blood War packs that we missed. One is Office of Damage, so I got those for $1 a pack. And a few 7C that I somehow missed too the first time around.
Just
So
too much to look at, man.
Yeah, it was definitely worth going a second time around to find this shit.
Yeah.
Because we would have missed a lot of that.
No,
Now here's what Richard picked up for himself, and I'll let him take over.
I'll give you a break. So I'll start zooming in. So there's the Towers in Time booster box. That's not crazy rare, but it was cheap. Red Zone 2-player starter. Anything sports like that. Football. I'm ready to get hold of that. There's my couple of Deadland / Doomtown. I think I just grabbed 2 of those. Yeah. I'm really excited to get hold of that game. Brawl was one we played earlier and talked about, did a review and enjoyed. We had 1 deck and I found 1 more cheap. So there's a Guardian starter, an X-Files starter, and 1 lonely little Battletech pack that I wish we could find. Stumble into a big haul of that.
Me too.
Doom Trooper starter deck and a couple of Guardians base set. Another Last Crusade just to throw it on what we already had. I've been looking for Epic, and they had 6 packs of mixed sets, so grab those. But that's 3 different packs of Galactic Empires. I had never heard of this and don't know how to pronounce the P word. But really cool art.
Progenitus?
Yeah. It's a collectible dice game. There's some ZG. That's like you build models out of the card-ish looking things in the pack. One of the Doom Trooper expansions, Doom Trooper base. A few more packs of Warlords, the version based on the computer game. The one I like, I think. Star Realms, one lonely pack again. A Wyvern base. Wyvern starter, Warlord starter. Shadowrun, there's a Dragonborn, which I'd like to get into soon. That Shadow Legion starter deck there. Warcry, it's another, that's a Warhammer product. Warhammer based thing, I believe. And then a Warhammer 40k next to it. I'm curious to look at Warcry. From what I've seen, it looks cool. There's Clout, the fantasy poker chip nonsense that I'm overly excited to open. Might have to do that soon. Fucking poker chips. And then 3 different Spycraft starters. That's a game that I've been intrigued by for a while. So that's it.
Yep, that was the big old haul that we got. Yeah, again, there's a zoomed out view of the Richard's haul there from the last bit. But yeah, we got an exceptional deal on everything we bought. I don't know if we'll ever find something like this again. We said it the last time when we bought all that shit off eBay.
6 months later, found it again.
Yeah, so if that holds true, every 6 months we find a big old haul like that. It's fantastic. It'd be great. Most of the sealed boxes you see won't be opened. We may show them occasionally on the channel or something, but most of those will either be stashed in the vault, never to be resold, ever, or I'll resell them.
Yeah, collected/invested.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything you see miscellaneous on the table is probably going to get opened at some point.
Yeah, most of
starters.
the packs. The exceptions may be the Age of Empires, but I thought we had more than that, but we only had a few packs, so we might just dig into that.
Yeah.
Because those have foil cards in them, 1 per 18 packs. So
do they?
2 per box, you get foils.
That'd be a cool hit.
And I got a feeling that since the sealed stuff is so high, that I'm pretty sure that some of the individual cards would sell pretty well too. So
yeah, you get a foil and grade that shit. Be great.
Yeah,
I'd like to see him.
I would too. I've never even seen a card, and I know the game was well liked back in the '90s as a Microsoft game, but everybody loved that shit. And I didn't know that the card game was that rare until I was looking up, because that box base price was $275. Of course, I got 40% off that. But the reason why I bought it for that, even that price, we looked up some loose packs, 10, 12, 15 packs sold for $200 or so.
Yeah, I think
it was listed $250. It was the best offer.
Yeah.
When he listed, he mentioned in the listing that it's the only one for sale in the entire world. So
yeah,
I doubt he took much less than $200 for them all. So by that logic, then that box is worth probably $1,000. So, and the Crow, that I don't even know. I don't even know how there's 7 boxes alive. Period.
Yeah, maybe that's one of those that there is supply all of a sudden, but I think that was just a short fluke.
Yeah.
I don't see any signs that that's a big glut of a supply coming in anytime soon.
And I mentioned earlier that there was 3 different boxes for sale by 3 different sellers. Well, I bought the rest of the other guy out, and the ones that they had for sale that they didn't have out on the floor already sold. And the Noble Knights listing that was for $150 sold within that day of me looking at it. So the last time I looked, and I haven't looked recently, that last box was listed for $300. And personally, I think it's worth more than $300. I think it's more of a shock price based on others selling cheaper at the moment.
Yeah.
But if I was to value that, I think I'd put it between $300 and $400 a box, based on today's rarity. And I could be wrong. Next week there could be 30 boxes for sale. But
I like it.
it.
I feel like we were on the Antiques Roadshow there for a minute. If I were to put a value on that.
Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed it all. We loved going, looking, digging through all that shit. Man, that was fun.
Man, that was fun. Giddy.
Man, when I walked in there and I saw that, the first thing I did was pick up the phone and call Richard, and I was like, dude, you have no idea what I just stumbled into.
You don't believe what the hell I'm looking at.
No.
As soon as it sent me a picture, I was pissed.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even describe how much shit there was in there. I couldn't even take it all in. I was there for 3 hours the first day.
And We were there for a good 2.
Yeah,
plus.
2 hours second time.
Yeah, so yeah, man, that's fucking fun.
Yep.
Mine's a lot more modest haul, my personal part
Yeah,
of that. But
I've run a business, and a lot of this was bought with business intentions of sitting on to either resell soon or later. So some of this you might see pop up for sale out there in the interwebs, but
yeah, and the stuff that's solely mine is just it's a collector perspective, something I want to touch.
And
want to rivet.
Again, most if not all the packs you'll see on this channel at some point, because the intention was to keep the sealed stuff sealed and loose packs to be opened and shared with the channel and all you 5 people out there that are watching. And I mean, 0.3 of y'all are watching now. So.
Oh yeah, 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
5 would be a big number.
Yep.
All right. Well, hell, how we do that time?
Good enough.
Yeah, buddy.